Hey, what's up guys? Today we're coming in with a special deck profile from Brando's Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and we got a special Dark World deck. Let's see what you got.
All right, started off, probably should have counted how many cards it is, somewhere around 43. So we got 3 snow, that's obvious. Search any card, any Dark World card, you know, when it's discarded. 3 Genta, whatever you call them, to get your field spell, simple. 3 rainbow, to search any level 5 or higher Dark World, and if he's discarded by opponent's card effect, then you can do an immediate hand rip by summoning Ceruli and then hand ripping with Silva. It's insane. 2 Grapha to get purple Graph out, and because he pops and he's level 8. A lot of good things there. Obviously 2 Gan, 2 Ken. That is, everyone knows, that's that, dude. Ken, you summon to your side, summons Gan to your opponent discards a card. Or vice versa, summon Gan, then summon Ken to their side, you draw 2, discard 1 by their effect. Immediate hand rip or immediate whatever you want to do, it's pretty wild. Ceruli, the other option to hand rip or making your opponent make you discard, also insane. Double Silva, I got the EN rares, and if you'll notice nothing's hollow. Got a binder loaded with all the hollows.
Max rarity.
I go for min rarity. 1 brow, some people run more. It don't really matter, it's good. Draw 1 or draw 2, depending on how it's discarded. That is insane. Parl, I don't know about him. Not my favorite, but it's like a Monster Reborn. It's all right. 1 of this old rainbow to get your other new Chlorless fusion guy out. Or you can just discard it by opponent's card effect and wipe either their front row or back row, and it is ridiculous. And then this one, I'm shifty about, but whatever. Lucent, if he's discarded by opponent's card effect, summon it back, summon a fiend from deck to either field, and you can summon that guy and try to lock your opponent, because the first line is, you cannot summon a normal set monsters. But then he comes back and blows up your field. It's a whole thing. Look him up. It's a little much.
It's a Dark World version of the gimmick lock.
A little rough. This guy, I don't know about him. Good, not great. There's 2 versions of him. Pretty much he interacts with the level 8 in your grave. Big ol' effect there, you know. I don't know about him, but he's in there. Nico Main King. If you're familiar with Purple Grapha, then you know that you can discard on your opponent's turn, and then that will move right to end phase, which is terrible. Terrible, terrible. And if you set him and they pop him on their turn, also moves right to end phase. I love it. And then we got Danger Package. I keep it kind of light. Other people do more. 1 Bigfoot, 1 Jackalope. Chupa, he's a fiend too. That's good. Interacts well with gates. Mothman, good all around. Double Nessies, they're also good. And that is the Danger Package. Simple. For spells, we got Accession, fusion card, run 1. Easily recyclable every turn. It's wild. 2 Corridor, add from deck to hand, and then discard immediately. That is just... It's just too much, dude. That is like the best card in this deck.
The deck run.
Unbelievable. I run 2 gates. I used to run 3. 2's fine. 2's pretty fine. I don't like running 3, but honestly, when you're in a pickle, it's good to play 3 in a row on 1 turn, but then you're burned out. But 2's okay. Obviously, 3 tactics, dude, because when you do Ken or Gan, instant, you can draw 2 cards, look at your opponent's hand, get the droll out of their hand, because this deck loses to droll no matter what. There's no fighting it, you just lose. So if you can do Ken, summon Gan, your opponent discards a card, haven't had a chance to droll ya, play that, take their droll, put it in their deck, easy peasy. I love it. 1 trade in, just that's kind of emergencies only. Discard Bigfoot or 1 of level 8s, draw 2. Card destruction, that's like just nasty. It's either gonna help your opponent or it's gonna hurt your opponent, or it's gonna help you or hurt you. It's just this whole deck's a gamble, you know. If you know how this deck works, it's just gambling. This one's interesting. This is from DB1. Discard up to 3 monster cards from hand to grave. That is rad. You can discard 1, you can discard 2, you can discard 3. It's just pretty good. 1 called by because you have to try to fight the droll or you will lose. That's good. Everyone knows that. And then 1 trap. Solemn Strike. Counter trap because, you know.
Just because it's Solemn Strike.
Because it's Solemn Strike. That is main deck. Going for extra here. Extra deck. I might not run the best extra deck, but you know. Okay, we got 2 Purple Graphas. Ridiculous card. When your opponent activates a monster effect, normal spell, normal trap, you change the effect to be you me, discarding a card instead. And that is just horrendous. And when he leaves the field by opponent's card, you get to summon a Grapha back, and each player with a hand discards a card.
So that's how you do the Neko main king. Make them go down phase.
So you have Neko main king in your hand, dude. Boom, end phase. And I used to run 2. You can run 2 Neko main king, whatever, you know. Personal preference. 1 Chlorless. He's ridiculous too. Fusion him out with that one level 7 rainbow, and then immediate board wipe your opponent's field. And he has a quick effect where you can make him untargetable by discarding a card. It's just, it's good. 2 Akashic. This card, man, comes in handy. You can just bounce your resources back to your hand. You can do a double hand rip easily first turn with that card right there. You get Ceruli right there on your opponent's field, and then, you know, you get Ceruli to your opponent. Discard your silver, bring him back, hand rip. Summon this bad girl out a few minutes later once you got more bodies on the field. Put them both in your hand and immediately hand rip again. It's just so bad.
And that's a hand rip too, right?
Yeah.
They put 2 cards on the bottom of their deck.
Take 2 cards from your opponent's hand, put them on the bottom of their deck, dude. It is just... So it's often. Quite a few duels I've done. Can again, made my opponent discard 1 and then hand ripped them twice. They have 0 hand. And then it's their turn 1 and they draw 1 card. And it's just... It's a little too dirty for my liking, but you know, that's the way it goes. Tuma Cracker, that's always a good one. I hate that it can't be used as link material first turn it's out, and then locks you into Fiends. That took me a long time to get used to, because it locks you into Fiends the rest of the turn, and that is just a bummer sometimes. But it's good. It lets you summon from your grave and then free discard, non-cost discard, so it'll trigger all your Dark World effects. And then, yeah, 1 Phoenix, because I don't like back row problems, and people don't much care for Phoenix. I love it. I'll take it all day. I want to get rid of a back row, man. It's
comes in handy sometimes.
Yup, for sure. And then we got BLS, Soldier of Chaos. Really good in this deck. Non-target banish can get rid of so many things, man. So many things. I love it. I love it. This is like another hot take, dude. I don't know if anyone else runs that, but that is if it's co-linked, you can return a monster on the field to hand. So that takes, you know, a little bit of work to use, but here and there it can save the day. Obviously a number 38, because branded players get shut down like that. It's pretty good, man. Yeah, we got a branded player over here, and yeah, it's hard, dude. Number 1, this is another random one. Number 1, Infection Buzz King. He's pretty good. Rank 8 Fiend. He does some cool effects. He can target a monster your opponent controls, destroy it. They take damage equal to it. Its attack, and then I think it can banish from the grave. Not banish. It attaches every standby phase, attaches from your opponent's grave to it. Pretty good. Kind of obscure. Another really random one. Everyone knows that card. Garunix Eternity, right? Yeah, it just pretty much blows up field upon summon, which is nice. And then you can also destroy a spell or trap. And then we got Moon Goddess. No, not Moon Goddess. Moon of the Closed Heaven. And then Underworld Goddess to go with that.
There we go.
I also don't like those. People love it. It's not for me. I miss Apo. This ain't Apo, but you know, it'll do. And that is it. Dark World 2024 wins a bit, you know.
Thanks, Brando's Yu-Gi-Oh cards, for having an awesome deck profile. Like and sub, guys. Thanks for watching.